And hopefully our internets hold up for the night, but welcome back to Small Town Horrors, where I torture these ladies over the internet. Emotionally. And yet somehow, for some reason, they keep coming back for more anyway. Masochism, right? So, last time we were here, where we left off, you have been gathering some information, rumors, and strange things about the town and the history of the town for the initiative. They have decided that if you can't find things with science and logic, maybe it's time to look into some myths and rumors, because most of them come from a grain of truth somewhere, and maybe they'll be able to gather some information. Apart from that, you've also met with Lily Crane and Corey Bennett, who are people who have had experience with this sort of thing, and have had to make a pretty nasty deal with an even nastier creature just to keep the world from falling apart. Cora was all too happy to provide you with the book that she had used to summon this dead creature, just to get it off of her hands once and for all. It is now your responsibility and how you're going to use it, but the rituals is straightforward. So straightforward, in fact, that it's almost as if it's goading you to use it. Before you had gone home for that day, you had received word that the initiative was getting prepared for a mass-scale attack, given that Zero had discovered a few cultists and some of his men have been captured, and he requested for backup. Upon returning to your homes, hoping for the best, Amy received a call in the middle of the night from Jess, your new commanding officer. So, Amy, in your apartment, where you and Ashley stay, where you generally are about to go to sleep for the night after an exhausting day of gathering information from various sources, a call on your phone, on the private phone provided to you, with Jess's name on it. Would you like to pick up?
I'm going to answer the call.
Okay. You answer the call. It is Jess's voice. Amy. Sorry to call so late.
What happened?
It's, I'm sending some men over to your place to pick you up, get back to base. It's,
Is there an
Zero.
emergency?
Something's happened
What
in
happened to
the...
you?
Something's happened during the incursion. We're not entirely sure what they did. Some kind of magic, maybe? But he's currently in a coma. We thought that you might like to see him, if you would. I can cancel the caravan if you're too tired for the night, but I thought you should know.
I'm going. Oh. Are you alright?
He is. And stable.
Mama.
All of his vitals are normal. Nothing detected on any medical scan. It's like he's just asleep. I'm not sure why. I don't know. It's as if he's just sleeping.
Going back to the base right now.
There are some people coming over to pick you up. Bring whoever you like.
Okay.
She hangs up the phone. What do you want to do?
I'm going to chat MJ and Wim immediately.
Okay.
Going to tell them that Zero is currently in a coma right now. And I was asked to go back to the base. Guys,
What time is this?
Midnight? Oh, they're both gone. Of course. Wait, where are Harvey.
Here.
Stop disconnecting.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. Someone killed the Wi-Fi
It's
again.
midnight.
But I would be asleep at this time.
Okay, so MJ's asleep.
I'm
Wim,
so sorry.
are you asleep?
Wim, hi, Wim's back. But he's kind of troubled, and he'll actually send a message to Haley, asking how she is. Personal, not through group.
By the time you get home, it's pretty late. In all likelihood, she might already be asleep, but you don't get a response. And soon after, you receive a message from the group chat from Amy saying that Zero's in a coma and she's going back to base if anyone's interested in coming with.
I go with Amy.
Okay. So the escort will pick... Ow. So the escort will pick both of you up. The car arrived. Amy, you're picked up first. Ashley was coming with you. As sleepy as she is, she just makes some coffee. Eventually going to Wim's new apartment. Wim, your mother is sound asleep and tucked in. And you are being called to the bottom floor where the caravan's to pick you up. MJ is asleep. Soundly. And the two of you make your way back to the base. Anything you want to talk about on your way there?
Oh god, leave this. It involves magic again. Fuck.
Ashley kind of puts her hand on your shoulder. He'll be fine. He survived a lot worse. The guy doesn't die.
I don't know if there's anything that could, wake him up. Even the book we have, I mean...
Aren't there fairy tales of
Yeah.
sleeping princess and being kissed and all that? He's elbowing you.
Right. I don't know if that could work.
Just trying to make you laugh. But look, he's gonna be fine. The guy survived more. Guy has survived a lot. Like, totally. A lot. It's not a bad... It's not a bad bet that he's gonna survive this too. It's like he doesn't know how to die. You know?
Yeah. You have a point.
She just kind of looks at Wim and then just... I'm actually surprised you are coming along. I mean... Never seemed like you particularly liked the guy.
I had a pack.
Oh, alright.
That's all I'm gonna say. As much as I don't like him, he's still part of the team, and Amy likes him, so might as well be emotional support.
You want some coffee? Just hands you. Looks at you again, Amy, and just... Look, James, I'm sure he'll be fine.
It had to be early in the morning coffee.
I'm sure he'll be fine. Okay? Besides, they've got that new doctor there. Who does all that magic stuff. Maybe she can do something about it.
Yeah. Help her.
He'll be fine. As you guys exit town in the car... As you guys exit the town on the car that's been provided to you, there's a serene, calming peace of nature is surrounding the area right now. And you arrive at the base. The base has a lot of injured people. But it doesn't look like gunshot wounds. Some people have broken bones. Some people have burn marks. Some people have shrapnel stuck on them. There's some serious damage has been done to the field agents here. But you are directed to where Zero is being taken care of at the moment. When you arrive there, he is just on the bed. Lily Crane is monitoring his vitals at the moment, looking like she's clearly lacking some sleep. I don't get it. And you catch her when you open the door in the middle of her internal monologue, of her own monologue. Just, your heart rate's fine, your blood pressure's fine, your brain activity's normal, everything's normal. And yet you won't wake up. I thought magic was gonna be cool. Now it's just a headache. Oh. Hey guys.
What?
Wait, what happened? What's the update?
So like I don't totally know what happened. You know, I wasn't there in the field, but he came back, said some sort of magic thing, theme or whatever hit him, and he ended up like this. I brought him here.
What magic?
You'll have to talk to one of the agents. I don't know what happened there. They just brought him here. I did all the tests. I've been doing tests for the last hour. Everything's fine. He's like a normal, healthy guy, but just asleep. That's pretty much it. Even his brain activities consist of someone who's asleep, not even... His brain matter's not even reflecting someone who's in a coma. It's just like he's asleep. And that's it. So I don't really know what's wrong.
Who's the magic girl again? Is
Lily.
it this person?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Did you check with your magic mumbo jumbo if there's like magic related stuff here?
I was...
can do magic.
Guys, it's not like you see in Harry Potter, where the magic just kind of happens and always works. It's more like if I screw something up, I could turn him into a chair.
But there's really, like, can you just use the magic to detect what magic is there? Less harmful? I don't know.
I really wish I could. But I'm not even halfway done for the book that I have. And I don't really know what most of these things do. I'm trying right now to read through, and she gestures to a desk with an open book where she's been making notes. Seeing if there's anything I can do. And at the moment I'm drawing a blank. I'm doing my best.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There might be. I mean, it's magic. It can't really explain it with science, so there's really no point. Pretty much anything's possible at this point. You just gotta know where to look. That's what I've learned, at least. Anyway, I've been looking over some notes.
You want to check out her books, help with the research?
We still have to find out what magic he used. The only way we could find out is to ask his, comrades, people who at least...
Yeah, there's a guy... There's a guy who came in. He was a bit injured. He said Zero saved his life. Or at least saved him from whatever this was. He was one of the guys who was kidnapped. His name's, crap. Name? Darren. His name was Darren. Darren Willingham. Should be out there. I patched him up from his injuries. You could try talking to him.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Can we research on the book, like on the magic stuff? Maybe we can help expedite that?
You can. If you're fine doing that.
Well,
every
for Zero.
Just, every page you read is kind of taxing on the mind. Just a fair warning. But if you guys want to talk to Darren first, get your bearings straight. He's right outside, across the hall. He sits back on the desk and continues reading. Amy, do you cross?
I'm going to find
Darren.
the guy.
Yeah.
Darren, yeah.
He's across the hall in a physical trauma ward, and sort of getting his body bandaged up. He has a broken arm. It's in a sling. And he's just sitting there.
I'm going to approach him.
Hello.
I'm sorry. I was going to ask something. Are you alright?
Been better, I guess. Good. What's up?
Yeah, I'm just curious about what Zero did that time before it went into coma.
He led a team, self-team, to get us out. There were 5 of us. He was getting people out, but that's just the cast in his leg. They broke my leg. He wouldn't leave me behind. Said never gonna leave anyone behind. He dragged me, and at some point he carried me over his shoulder. We were about to get out. A lot of our guys got hurt. They did something. Zero pushed me out of the way. We were hidden behind a rock. I don't know. The guy, some dude in a hood attacked us. They were all in hoods, cultist shit. But this guy had this sort of black and gold kind of color scheme to him. Creepy symbols all over. He looked like the guy was leading the charge. He had a book that was floating in front of him. Chanted some words I didn't understand in a language I don't know, maybe. This beam, this light, whatever it is, just went from his hand. It should have hit me. But a tangent. Tyr was gonna try and push me out of the way, but he didn't even make it to me. It's like that, whatever that thing was, just made a 45-degree turn and hit him instead. I think they were targeting him specifically. That should have hit me. I don't know why it turned the last minute.
That's so weird.
When it happened, a few of our injured guys came back, started driving them off. And we picked Zero up. They were trying really hard. We got him out of there, but they were trying very hard to get him back. They wanted him. We wouldn't let it happen. A couple of our guys got lost trying to get Zero out of there.
Huh.
I don't know. But it looks like they targeted him intentionally. I don't know much about this magic shit. I've had enough of this for one night. Sorry I can't be much more help.
No, it's alright. You guys tried at least. You kept Zero safe. That's all that matters.
This isn't the first time he saved my life, though. We served in the army together. Dude jumped on a grenade for us. Metaphorically, he literally took the grenade and threw it back. Got caught in the blast for a bit. The guy does anything for his team. Everyone here felt like we had to do the same. We owe him that much. And I promise you there isn't a man in this space who wouldn't. love to kill some bastard. Whoever the bastard was that did this. Alright, that's really all I know.
Thank you for sharing.
Of course.
Hmm. I'm going back to zero.
You, when you turn around, he just kind of... You look familiar.
Right, I'm Amy.
Yeah, no.
I work for you.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know you work for us, but that's not what I meant. You're the one.
Wait.
He's got a... We got a picture of you. In his flak jacket. Keeps it with him. I haven't seen him do that since his wife, or fiance. Sorry, I couldn't do anything more.
Fine. I have to go now.
Yeah, of course. Nods at you. Jess intercepts you at the hallway. She is bleeding from the head that has been bandaged up. She has blood dripping from her arms also. She has taken the brunt of the beating from whatever they faced. Amy. Wim. First of all, I'd like to apologize. We did our best. We really didn't know what happened. He will be cared for until he wakes up. And if I know anything about him and how he served under me before, he will wake up. He's what we call in service too stubborn to die. I'm really sorry. I didn't want it to be like this. I'm gonna head up. I'm gonna head back. I have a lot more injuries than I appeared. They had, believe it or not, dynamite. Wasn't pleasant.
Take it easy.
Yeah, I just wanted to check on my guys first before I take a rest. But for now, I'm gonna get some painkillers and probably lie down in the hospital. If
Sounds like a plan.
if you guys are gonna stay here for the night, there's a few beds. They're not the most comfortable, but you know, they work. Food and water can be given to you, or if you'd prefer to go home later, just call on any of the guys. They'll happily drive you back. And don't worry, we still have the agents watching your families, making sure they're alright. So you don't have to worry about them. I'll be seeing you guys. Oh, feel free to take the bottle of whiskey in my office if you need a drink. Just kind of moves to the hospital.
When you get well, we'll drink.
That would be lovely. Goes in. What would you two like to do here?
I want to go to Lily and help her expedite the research for the magic mumbo jumbo.
Okay. This isn't necessarily... This is a little hard call. This isn't necessarily spot hidden. Because, I believe there's an academics role.
Library use?
No, there's one... Oh! Library use. Yeah, technically counts as library use. I'll let you roll. Okay, here's what we'll do. If you have library use, feel free to use it. If you do not...
I do.
I do have.
Okay, if
50.
you do, then you can use it. If you do not, we'll call it your intelligence, but it will be with a penalty dice. Your choice. Amy, are you rolling as well?
The library check has a penalty or flat?
No, flat.
Right.
It's intelligence that has a penalty.
Wait a second.
Okay. Okay.
Look at MJ sleeping sound.
46.
What's your library? Oh, 50. Nice. Okay.
Obsessed.
Unfortunately, you pass. Well, fortunately and unfortunately, you passed. Which means, Wim,
Oh.
first of all,
Yes.
your Cthulhu mythos increases by 20.
Ooh, sounds bad.
Because you only get a success, it's going to take you a bit to do the research, so you're reading a lot. So it increases by 20. It takes you a couple of hours. And I need you to roll your sanity, please.
Oh god. This is where I fail. This is where I die.
Amy will get to your
It's-
roll in a bit.
Oh my god, wait. Okay, I'm gonna roll my popcorn dice. Come on. 11. What is 11? What is mine?
You pass.
Uh,
I don't think your
My
sanity is
insanity is 49. Oh my god.
I don't
Oh
think
my
your sanity is lower than 11, so you pass. For this
Okay.
instance, because the
Oh.
book is much lighter
God.
than something you've already read previously, it does not degrade your sanity by that much. So you are freaked out by what you're reading, but you're able to suppress it enough to get the job done. Before we get to your reveal, Amy, have you rolled anything?
I got a 25 over 49. So
Library
I
use?
passed.
Okay. That is not a hard success. No, that's not a hard success. 24. Okay. I would like you to increase your mythos by 20 as well. Your Cthulhu mythos stat increases by 20. I believe that brings you up to 30, I think. But yeah, your Cthulhu mythos stat increases. And I would also... How much mythos do you have right now?
15.
15! So
Yeah.
you're going up to 35. You're increasing it by 20.
So does that
Okay.
mean 35 as well, or mine's flat 20?
No, you increase whatever you
I
had.
understood that as 20.
No, you
Like-
increase whatever you had by 20. Amy, here's the problem.
So plus 20, or you move it to 20?
Plus 20. Amy, here's the problem with Amy's stat right now. The maximum sanity Amy can have is 64. Because of the Cthulhu mythos. The Cthulhu mythos, that number decreases your maximum sanity. Which means your 72 sanity has to, by default, go down to 64. So, technically speaking, I will say that you're not losing sanity. Because you are actively doing this, you are actively seeking it out, and you know what you're seeking out. So your sanity goes down to 64. But this research has taken a stress on your mind. It is taking a much more massive toll than it does to Wim, who I don't believe is at her maximum sanity anyway. So you and Wim together managed to find something. Despite the stress that it has put on you, your eye bags have kind of grown. Your eyes are starting to have these sort of red lines on them. And you're sort of a mess right now. Your head is in every which way and direction. Wim is a little more composed, but also kind of freaked out by what she's reading. But eventually, between the two of you, you find a variety of, first of all, medical spells that might be able to wake him up, depending on what his condition is. But between the two of you and Lily, you do find a way to determine what his condition actually is. That is going to require a significant amount of someone's own mental well-being to apply. Meaning the spell or whatever this magic is that will determine what's happening to him. In order to do it right, someone is going to have to exert themselves. Between the three of you, as you find it, Lily just kind of looks at it. Well, we found it. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
She looks at you and just... You're not looking
You
too
sure
good.
about it?
Yeah, you're not looking too good after everything you've read. I was like that when I started with this. You might want to take a break. I think I can still do this. I hope. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can do this. Just takes the book and... Do me a favor. If I start doing weird things that are weirder than the magic, knock me out. She takes her book, starts chanting a few words, speaks in tongue, and in the middle of whatever it is she's doing, there's an echo in her voice. Like every time she speaks, there's 100 different voices that are speaking in unison with her. Echoing as if she's speaking in a large kind of hall with the reverb kind of vibrating everywhere. There's a gust of wind that emanates from where her hand is that's sort of blowing back her hair and her clothes. A little bit of blue and red light start to emanate from her hand, almost like a scanner, as it goes above Hero's body. This lasts for about 5 minutes until she kind of releases her hand and collapses to the ground. That wasn't pleasant.
What happened?
Oh,
You alright?
migraine. Migraine. Migraine.
I look for Tylenol.
Spotted him. Also, both of you mark your library use as it will be. What did you get for spot hidden?
63.
What is your spot hidden?
I have 70.
Oh, that definitely passes. Yeah,
70.
you find some Tylenol. So, get it to her, a glass of water is used things.
Here you go, Lily. Take it.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Just waiting for the drugs to kick in, but I think I have some kind of clue of what we need. Can someone hand me the book again? I think I've seen it before in my research. Amy, you can hand the book to her, and takes it. Flips a few pages, points to one. This is the one. Need to do this. Should get him back to normal. But
Look at it.
it is going to take a lot, and I don't think any of you are in the state right now. Have any of you even had any sleep? Look, the spell's gonna be there in the morning. So I'll just get some sleep and then try it tomorrow. There's too much of a risk if you do it now.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Yeah. Amy, let's not. Let's wait for another time. My head hurts.
There's a few beds that we can drag in here if you want to stay here. Otherwise, there are rooms prepared for you guys. I'm gonna lie down a bit. He just kind of stands up and groggily walks away. Either the beds you can move to here, or you can stay in your own rooms. But either way,
I'm going to stay.
okay, stay there. Wim, there's a room that's a private room for you, if you want to stay there.
I'll take that. I'll give Amy alone time with Zero.
Or you can also take a car back to your home if you prefer.
Actually, yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, you'll be driven back home. Either way, you awaken to the morning, and we head over to MJ, who's had a very peaceful, unassuming, lovely evening of sleep. You awaken, everything's good and normal, and you realize you have a few messages. Luke asking if you want to hang out about next week. Jake asking if you want to go see a movie with the gang on a Friday night. And Amy saying that Zero's in a coma, I'm heading back to base. Sent around midnight.
Oh, fuck. Oh, what a time to wake up to. I'm gonna
and
call Amy immediately.
And a reply from Wim saying, I'm coming with you.
Oh, fuck, what did I miss? I'm going to, like, grab my leather jacket. I'm just gonna be, like, I'm gonna pull, like, a pair of gray jogging pants, and I'm gonna rush towards the truck while I'm calling Amy.
Yeah, your father just kind of says, kiddo, did you see the message?
Yeah, I was fucking asleep. I'm doing this while running towards the truck.
Let me drive.
Are you gonna come with or what? I'm still wearing my boxers, so.
Let me drive, it's fine, and put on some pants.
Yeah. God damn it, Amy's not answering. I'm carrying it with me, it's fine. God damn it, Amy, answer. I'm gonna, like, while rushing towards the truck.
Don't you think she would have been saying that last night?
I mean, it was a message. I was asleep.
He just goes to the truck.
I can't even wake up if my fucking truck is going on an alarm.
Kiddo, just put your pants on, let's go. He just goes in.
Fine.
He hands you some breath mints.
I'll toss the keys to him. Ugh. I can brush on the way, it's fine. I'm gonna grab, like, my toothbrush and my toothpaste while running towards the truck.
You're gonna brush while you're driving? Okay.
No, he's driving. I thought he was driving.
Yeah, but you're gonna brush while the car's on the road?
Yes.
Alright. Okay.
You'd be surprised about how often people do that.
Okay, I'm gonna say that at some point you spit into someone's windshield.
I didn't spit in the window, I would crack the door open and spit down there.
You're gonna crack the door open while the car's moving at a fast pace?
Yes.
That's not safe. You know what?
Nothing we do is safe.
Just for that, I'm gonna roll your father's drive.
Oh my god!
You're opening a car in the middle of the highway. Just for
A
that.
very small crack.
Yeah, but that's not the point. It's that you're still opening the door, instead of a window.
Yes.
So
Yes, I'm doing this.
I'm gonna roll your father's drive and
She might be.
see if he survived.
Please don't fumble on me, Dad. I don't want to get hit by a truck.
Okay. So while you're doing this, there's a motorcycle as you open the door. It's like basically you're in double lane street, and as you open the door, there's a car. There's and then, the fuck is wrong with you? As the car moves forward, and then your father
He's gonna,
just
like, wipe my mouth. I'm sorry.
your father essentially didn't hit him because he saw it coming, and when you were opening doors, like shit, and moves to the side. Open a window as he keeps driving.
I might spit on someone's windshield, alright?
That's better than getting hit.
That's fair. I'll do that next time. Oh, yeah, some things. Amy, why isn't Amy still answering? I'm gonna keep calling her repeatedly, actually.
Wait,
actually, no. Since Amy's not answering, I'm gonna switch to Wim. Since she's already also there.
Wim, you get a call from MJ awakening from your own home.
Hello.
Wim, what the fuck happened last night?
Wait. MJ? Hey, good morning.
Yes, MJ. Good morning. Zero's in a fucking coma. What the fuck happened?
Oh, wait, whoa, chill. What the fuck? I just God, don't shout. So it's a groggy person. I came back home. Something magic, zero magic, affected magic, cult from. They targeted him. Darren saved something. You're talking to me while I'm sleepy.
God damn it. Wake the hell up. You know what? Fuck it. Should I pick you up? I'm picking you up. You better be ready in 5.
But I just accompanied Amy. We read some weird book. We kind of felt crazy, and then we scanned the smash. Do I really have to go?
You know what? Wait, fine, you're injured. Just, fuck it. We're on our way to the base.
Amy's
What
fine.
happened, Zero?
He's in a coma. They checked some tests, scientific stuff. Didn't find. He seemed normal in the scientific side. Magic-wise, he's not okay. Can I go to bed now?
Okay, so he's not losing an arm or anything?
No, he's fine. He's physically fine, but magically he's not. I can't explain. Just talk to Lily if you're going to the base.
Fine. Go back to sleep. Thanks for picking up. Amy wasn't picking up earlier, so I kind of panicked.
She fell asleep in Zero's room. Just give her some time, because apparently Zero had a picture of her while he was at war or some shit. So yeah, leave her alone. Let her sleep.
Fine. I'll just head back to base. Go get to sleep. Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Hang up after that.
On your way there,
Oh Jesus.
Amy, you are actually still asleep. You haven't woken up.
Yes.
That experience that you had was troubling. That experience that you had with reading the book, understanding all of this, took a toll on you, and it's just drained you a bit. While everyone's on their way to driving there and picking you up, you have a bit of a dream. The night that you fell asleep, you awaken feeling normal. You can't remember what you did last night, but you're in your room. Ashley made breakfast. Everything seems normal, other than the fact that you can't remember what happened the previous day. Everything is as is. This day plays out rather normally to you. Everything becomes mundane, routine, and everything that you're used to here in Lakewood. You go to work, you do your job, you eat with Elaine and Rhonda and Emily. You do your thing, you make a new exhibit, collect some new artists. Everything seems normal. And it just keeps repeating. And then you see, as you go to sleep, you can hear rocks getting thrown at your window. And when you open the window, you see Zero in his bloodied suit in the rain, asking with a sign that says help.
Oh fuck, I'm going. I'm grabbing my coat and I'm going out.
As you take your eyes off and look back at the window, he's gone. And then, in the middle of this dream, as if you're just a spectator of your body. Can't remember, you don't know who he is. Like some random guy bleeding on the street, kinda creepy. You see, you're watching your body, he's calling the police. Ashley asks what's wrong. The two of you talk like he doesn't exist. Like it's some random guy. You head to sleep. You awaken. Same thing, same day. You hang out with MJ. You have some drinks with friends after work, and when you leave the bar where you guys were drinking, you find the guy again. Asking for help. Comes up to you and just, please, Amy, help me. And again, as you're watching, your body just kind of looks and says, do I know you? I'm sorry, are you okay? You look hurt. He just kind of tries to grab you please, you have to. And then everyone's kind of pushing, MJ's kind of pushing him away and says, stay away from him. None of you remember who he is. Stay away from her. And then he just kind of gets left there and runs away. And you head back home, you sleep, and it goes on over and over and over again. Memory keeps playing of you watching your body not remember who this guy is, not know who this guy is. And it's not like you're living the memory, it's like you're watching a movie of yourself. So it's every bit as painful. Eventually, you hear someone calling to you. Amy? 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 And you eventually wake up in the hospital bed that you were sleeping in. To Lily, who's trying to shake you awake. Amy? And she flashes a light in your eyes. And just, oh, thank God, I thought I was gonna have to put you in the comatose list too. Are you okay? You look like you're having a bad dream.
I'm going to look at Nero.
He's there. In the same condition. With a few candles and some strange looking salt put around him. I am made with preparation.
Yeah, I just had a dream and it was weird.
It's, don't worry about it. It's a side effect of the... Points at the book you guys are reading.
Oh.
It's a side effect. It happens. Look, you're clearly bothered by this. So I'm going to handle it from here, alright? I've gotten used to doing this sort of thing. I'll bring him back.
Going to do the ritual?
Yeah.
You've done enough yesterday and...
Look, reading the book is not easy for anybody. It's a challenge. And it takes a toll. And if you're not used to that sort of thing, if you're used to having control, or if you're used to being a certain way, then that toll can be pretty great. So, you need to rest. You're not... Trust me, you might feel fine, but you're not in a condition to do this. I know. I've been there. So just take a break, alright? I can handle it. No worries. I hope. You can see there's lots of dark circles in her eyes. He's been doing this a while. MJ, as you arrive at base, you are greeted by a few people, including an injured Jess who's on crutches. Miss Stone! Welcome.
I would like to say that I would have preferred to look more presentable than this, but you're not looking so good either. Are you...
I take offense to that.
Is it stupid to ask if you're alright? To be fair, the bandages do look hot, but that's not the point. Are you okay?
The cultists we had to deal with the other night had access to explosives, crude one. Sticks of dynamite, that sort of thing.
Jesus.
A couple of our guys died, some of them badly injured, and Zero took the brunt of some sort of magical attack. Darren Willingham, one of our agents, gave a report, but the summary of it is he thought he was going to get targeted. Zero was going to try and push him out of the way, but before Zero even got to him, that beam that he calls it that was targeting him turned a 45-degree angle and hit Zero instead. When they were trying to get Zero out of there while he was in a coma, the cultists sacrificed most of their people, a lot of them, just to get him back. So we are under the assumption that they are interested in capturing him for some reason. Dr. Crane and Amy are preparing a ritual of some kind of magic that Dr. Crane believes is going to bring him back. However, he has also reported that Amy is not looking too well after aiding her with the research. Both her and Wim seem to have taken a mental toll, but it looks like Amy had it worse. The curse of having more put together mind in this scenario is that it is much easier to break with this sort of thing. They're in the infirmary over there if you would like to take a look.
Yeah, I might be able to help or something.
And
Get
I
some
am
rest.
going to get a drink.
Or that. That's good too, I guess. I'm gonna walk towards the infirmary.
You find Amy helping Lily set up these candles, incense, pink salt, sprinkles of paprika, maybe some sort of red dust. It's a lot. Good morning.
Hey. Yeah, good. Then good is debatable, but morning.
Lily doesn't look too
right?
good. Amy's not doing too well either, but Lily, her eyes are sunken. Yeah.
You're stage 6, baby.
Amy, what?
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well. Can you give me a hug?
I'm actually going to hug Amy and say, "You get some rest. I had a full night's rest last night. I think it's my turn to help. I think. I don't know if it's just setting up candles. I can do that much.
It's
Looking
fine.
at Lily.
It's set up. It's just a matter of using the spell, so I just need a bit of time to prepare. Despite my work, it's been a while since I've used these spells, and the reason for that is the toll that it takes on you. But I think I can handle this. Seems like
Sure,
a
you don't
pretty
need
quick one.
help. I mean, I'm not the best at studying, but if there's anything I can help with, really.
I would ask you to cast a spell, but it's going to... Well, you've seen her, pointing at Amy, and you've seen me.
I think my noggin can take it better than the two of you combined.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not the one who looks like I'm about to pass out any minute now.
I took an oath as a doctor to never willingly put people in harm.
Doesn't include that. It doesn't say magic anyway.
It just says don't put people in harm, and this is going to harm you.
But
I am going to hand this over only because if I do it in my state right now, I might turn our dear friend Zero here into a lawn chair. So, look at this. He starts teaching you.
wait. Before we proceed, full confidentiality. If I fuck up, do I turn him into a lawn chair? Because I don't think Amy would ever accept that. I mean, I don't know how magic works, man.
It's not so much about the fucking up as it is your ability to hold yourself mentally while doing it. If you recall, these spells are actually very easy to do. Well, easy in practice, but application's a little... You know how if you read a book about martial arts, they teach you to sway your hips, move it, and use the power from the hips, and they give you diagrams on how to do it, but actually applying that is kind of hard? Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you the step-by-step instruction, except that applying it, at least in this book's case, can be done by anyone if you have the book. As long as you're reading it from it, it's doable. The problem is holding your head together while you're doing it. So admittedly, my headspace is not in the best condition right now, and neither is hers. And I'm not a psychologist, so I don't yet know how to assess yours.
I'm fine. I know myself better than anyone else. I am fine. I had a full night's rest.
Okay.
And I think I am at a psychologically
Gives you the
stable
book.
state.
Here's what you do. Start
Looking at-
teaching it. Because she's teaching you, I would like you to make an intelligence roll.
Oh my goodness. What? Intelligence. Hold on.
There is a difference between knowing the spell and casting it versus using the book to cast the spell. This is why the spells here are much easier. You passed?
It is a regular success.
Okay. So you understand the instructions and you understand the nature of the book. Your mythos will increase by 10.
Mm-hmm.
If your maximum sanity is lower than your current sanity, you will have to reduce your current sanity to whatever that is now.
I think I'm still good.
Okay. So increase by 10. Now you have to do the spell. You follow it step by step as she taught you. You understood the instruction. You do what you do. The first parts are sort of like a faux magic trick. The lights of the candle flicker. Simple magic, magicians have done it before. Maybe it was rigged. You continue on with what feels like Latin, but broken. And then it just tangents off to a bunch of string of words that a baby would say. But you read it, as she taught you, basically read it as the letters are, hard letters. The candle flames begin to elongate and almost form like a cage of fire. This is starting to get a little weird. Continue reading it, speaking in tongues, gargling, almost gargling words. I'd like you to make a sanity roll.
Oh, I got a critical. I got 1.
1. Okay. There goes your 1 for the game. You
Yep,
read
that's
through.
gonna be my 1 for the game.
The flames begin to dance around the body. And they begin to detach themselves from the candle and start floating around like a halo around the body. This is beyond physics now. And this is starting to take a toll. It is mind-numbingly weird. But you hold it together as intended. You keep yourself together as intended. As you put your hand over, continue to chant. The flames eventually, one by one, start to pick up this luminescent bluish glow and lose their heat. They're no longer fire, they're just orbs. And one by one they strike Zero in the chest. They're kind of sinking in. You immediately withdraw. You are taking 2 points of damage to your HP for casting this. The exhaustion weighs on you. You collapse on a chair that Lily has provided to you. She looks at you and says, "Hey, you alright? You okay?"
When I said I got a full night's rest, I think I'm gonna have to pull that back. I feel like shit.
Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, it worked. You have looks and Haley. You hear
Did
the
it?
heartbeat kind of stabilize from a sleeping person to someone that's about to wake up, so the heartbeat sort of races a bit. And then he jolts out from his bed. Shit. There. He just looks around.
The great hug him. Oh my god, you're awake!
I need to talk to all of you. Right now. All of you. He starts taking out the beepers and everything.
Wim's at home. Welcome back.
We don't have a lot of time. Those... I know what's going
One
on.
moment, I'll call Wim. I'll just...
Okay. Wim, you get a call and it is not so early in the morning anymore. It's like, 5? It's not 5. About lunchtime, maybe? Give or take?
Yeah, I'm making coffee and mom's having lunch.
You get a call from MJ.
I'm awake now. if that helps.
Yep, and so is Zero. We kind of need you in base. Can you drive, or should I have someone pick you
It's fine. Just put her on speaker.
Hello?
up? Okay. You can. Yeah, fine. I'll just like put it on loudspeaker.
Wim, you're placed on loudspeaker.
Hello?
Oh, can't hear us. Anyway,
Oh, sorry. Hello.
yeah, I don't think she can hear us.
Is that...
Or is it just me? Uh-oh. Hello?
I got kicked out.
I'm here.
But anyways.
Okay, so Wim, you're put on loudspeaker to hear the conversation. You can hear Zero on the other end, who is now awake. Okay, listen up.
The call?
Listen up. You...
Holy shit, is that Zero?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, you're awake.
Yeah, and
Good
you guys
morning.
listen. And you guys listen for good, where something bad's about to happen. Those artifacts that we have, the three, well, the two now. They're a result of failed experiment. The rumors you collected the other day, the ones you sent to us, they're correct. They were results of failed experiment. Results of failed attempts by the cultists. Each one of them was designed to stop something. Each one of them was designed to stop a way for whatever the summoning is to rise. We've already used the watch. The cross and the knife are different. Each require blood sacrifice. The cross specifically to be given to someone, and that person is going to have a murderous rage first person they see. The knife, we have to be the one to plunge into someone's heart. Each of those is like a reset button. If we fail at what we do, we need those artifacts to reset. The same thing I did with the watch. But now the cultists are figuring it out. These guys have figured out what they need to do and how to do it. And they have the means to do it. They were going after me because I am the one who knows the codes to the vaults that keep those things. They're summoning something, and I think you've already seen it looking at MJ. Big green wings, tentacles.
Yep. Yeah. The squid guy.
Yeah. They're calling to him. They're making their move. While I was in that look to the hospital coma, I saw everything. Everything that could happen if they were successful. And it's a lot worse than we have ever imagined. We don't get just die. It's not that easy. Priority now is to find these guys and stop them, and unfortunately we're going to need the artifacts out of that vault. They are our only option if we fail. Like a do-over. But there's a caveat. The artifacts only work on the innocent. Cross needs to be given to someone pure of heart, and the dagger will only trigger if it kills and spills innocent blood.
How innocent are we talking about here?
A saint. Someone who's never dirtied their hands. Child. Only a child is as innocent as these things require. Kev tries to stand up. Just
It's fucked up.
listen to me. We have been through a lot the last few months. We have done a lot. And we've gotten stronger for it. And each of you have been given ample opportunity to leave. To get out of this life. But you chose to stay for your own reason. You chose to stay because you wanted to. Because you wanted to change, you wanted to make a difference, you wanted to protect people that you love. Well, it's time. This is it. We're not gonna rush into this. We still have time. We're not fully prepared. And they need the artifact. The one we took from your friend. Looking at you, MJ. We have it secured. And they need this artifact for whatever plan they're doing. We need to talk about strategy. But these guys have made a home in the lighthouse. They're using the police tape to their advantage. They can do that. And you're not gonna like this. Because the captain of the police department is with them. Explains why he's been trying to block us with paperwork the entire time. This is asking a lot from all of you, a lot more than I've already asked for. But at this point I've learned not to bother asking if you want out, because I know you're not going to get out. I'm just going to ask you to do this for people that you care about. We need to be ready. We have a week. The problem is, we strike too early. They don't make their move. In a week's time, some of their more influential members are coming. We have to strike at the exact moment, not before, or else we won't get all of them, and this will just start over again. We have a week to prepare. I don't know why I know this. I don't know how. But it's all I've been seeing since I entered that coma. This is what we've been fighting for. Let's get on it then.
Yeah. What should we prepare for? What do we need to do?
Guns. Training.
I can work with that.
He kind of just looks at the phone and just, Wim, you can hear him saying, Wim, I know you're not a fan of guns. There's something else that you can do for us. Something equally as important as getting in the front lines. You're smaller and you're faster. Whatever we're planning, there's something of theirs that we need to take. Think you can do that? We're the distraction. You have to take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Sure.
We'll talk a more specific plan later on.
Can I end the call?
Yeah.
Wim sounds overwhelmed.
Yeah, sure.
She drops the call.
Okay. We'll get back to you. Looks at the two of you and just said, we're getting ready. MJ, Amy, this is not going to be like everything else that we've done so far. We're going to shoot out with real people. Actual people, human beings. If you guys want to be a part of this, I'm going to need you to be prepared for that inevitability. No hesitation. Can you do that? Can you?
I think I can. It's the Maras, isn't it?
Right. That's not... You have to. These guys have a police captain on their side which explain with the explosives, which will explain the guns that they're going to have with them.
One week?
1 week. I'm sorry.
Are we good?
I'm sorry that you had to be put into this situation. I'm sorry that it had to be you.
I mean, say there was someone else, I don't think that would make much of a difference. At least we actually do have a fighting chance in protecting ourselves, right? Do we really have to do we have to be in the facility for the week?
No. I want you to spend a few hours training and spend the rest of the day enjoying yourself. I don't mean to sound bleak, but the reality is we are heading into a dangerous situation with even more dangerous odds. I have been to enough wars and tours to know that that doesn't end well all the time. I want you to not have any regrets going into this. And I give you my word, we will all do our best to keep you guys alive and walk out of there. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't prepare. Don't leave any business unsettled. Don't leave any room for regret. Take the day. Do what you have to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Is my dad going to be in there too?
He doesn't have to be. You're damn fucking right I am.
Of course, eavesdropping. Not really a good look on your dad.
We're all in this together, me included. No way in hell I'm missing this. Double for me. Ashley behind him. We started this, the four of us together. And like we're totally gonna end it, the four of us together. Walking out of there. Like a group of action stars. Go home. Enjoy yourself. About time you did.
Yeah. Yeah.
mean, Ashley just looks at you and says, looks at Zero. If I had to take a guess, I think my cousin's already home. So I'm gonna go ahead. And one by one, everyone starts leaving the room.
I am going to ask Ashley, like, you have a ride?
Yeah, brought my car.
Okay.
You guys leave. Amy, you are with Zero. Who looks at you, holds your hand. I will do my best to make it out of this, and I expect you to do the same. After this, it's over. After this, we can move on.
After this, will you stay by my side?
Well, they're gonna need a new police captain, I think. I'll stay. He just sits up. It's nice to just have you here, I guess.
I'm really glad you're awake.
In a weird way, I'm glad I got put into that. If I didn't, we would never know what's going on. I still don't understand what happened. I intended to push Darren out of the way, but I never got to him. Like something forced its way. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's helped us out.
Right.
Let's make the most of it, yeah? Fuck it. Drags your arm and just kisses you.
Oh my god! I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can take the minute to compose yourself while I go to someone else. MJ, you are on your way back home with your father, the car.
Yes, I am.
While driving and eventually making it back to town, your father just looks at you and says, well, made it this far. Something on your mind?
I never thought we would actually have to go through this. You know, when I was causing trouble, that was it. Like, stupid amount of, trouble.
Yeah, you're more used to causing trouble than fixing it, huh?
Yeah. It's not as fun, but
Oh,
it's
it's
equally as dangerous. Actually, more so. A lot more so.
You got each other's back. I think that counts for something.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, because, like, give it a few months ago, I was just wondering what the hell am I gonna do with my life, and now I have a week to think about it. Oof. This is a bit overwhelming.
Anything in particular you want to do?
What day is it today? Kinda forgot.
Wednesday?
Fuck, Wednesday. Oh, I never even got my first Valentine's on my first boyfriend. Kinda sucks. Hey, maybe I will. Let's think positive. Let's be positive about this. I'll survive. We'll survive. We'll survive this. Yep. We won't be.
I hope Luke likes scars.
It's normal to be scared, isn't it?
Of course it is.
He does. He digs it. I just hope that I have a body enough to cover it to actually we have scars, but
Being scared is normal. Being scared means you're human. It's the most normal thing to be afraid. But it's also a motivator. If you're afraid, well, that generally means that you're fighting to live. It's a person who's afraid to die that has problems. As long as you got something to live for. As long as you have that drive in you. You'd be surprised what you can accomplish. You never gave up. Your mother died.
apparently did.
I was useless. Every problem that came by, you never gave up. And here we are. It's just another mountain. It's another thing on the list of things that the stones are gonna have to break apart. Have I ever told you about where I got all my cash? Funny story.
I just kind of thought that someone was giving them to you, but I didn't understand the logic of how you earn money without doing anything kind, so...
Some years ago, when me and your mother were still, engaged, I wrote a Christmas jingle to make her smile. It was a Christmas season. I wrote a jingle and she laughed and enjoyed it, and we kept singing it. One day she told me, you really should submit that to that contest. It might become a hit. I did not have the confidence. I just wrote it as a joke. When your mother went behind my back and submitted it to the radio station, it got aired on Christmas Day. In the following years, it kept getting aired. You might have heard it. He plays on the phone, and it is in fact a very popular jingle that gets played in every mall, every strip mall, every club, every restaurant, over and over. It is a jingle that's both very commercially successful but also annoying because it's a huge ass earworm.
Oh my god. You wrote this unholy jingle.
Hey, that unholy jingle has paid for our lives this entire time, the last decade. He submitted it. And every year,
did.
I get royalties from the people who pay me to play this song. Restaurant, movies, shopping malls, bars. Be surprised. And it paid. Didn't pay, didn't give us a extravagant life of a musician, but it got us through. And I often said that there's a small tear from his eye. I often said that even from beyond the grave, your mother's taking care of us. Because that wasn't my idea. That was always hers. She never stopped caring. Don't worry, I won't tell any of your friends that your dad wrote the most annoying jingle in the world.
I mean, I'm not the one who's gonna have hell for it.
True.
They treat me as the same way they treat you, so you're gonna get hell out of it. But gotta admit, this is a very good jingle, if anything.
It's an
Are you
earworm,
sure you
is
don't
what
want
it
to try? It is. It is. But are you sure you don't want to give it another try? Maybe you have some more songs up in your noggin.
I don't think so. That was a one-time thing for your mother, and I like the idea of it just being that.
Yeah. Would you mind if I rove around town for a bit?
Yeah. You wanna be alone?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I kinda need a bit of a headspace for this one.
Always here for you, kiddo. He drops off a block away from us. I'll take a walk. Maybe a jog. Nice to get noticed.
Same. Same.
He just starts jogging off.
Of course you're gonna do that. It's gonna pull towards the road and drive aimlessly.
Anywhere you, just a random kind of drive for the rest of the day. Okay. Is she gone? Anyway. Wim, I hope you can hear me. You have
I'm
just
sorry, I'm gonna reconnect, but go on.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. Can you guys see me?
now I can hear
Hello?
you. I think I can hear you. Or
Hello?
yeah, I think you're delayed too.
Hello?
Where is it?
Okay. I heard everything so far.
Okay.
Rip. Let me end.
Okay, the delay might be on my end. I'm not sure.
Is this okay?
Yeah, I think.
Yellow?
Nah.
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear her fine.
I can hear her, but it's delayed. Anyway. Well, let's just put it this way. Amy's having a wonderful day. Lots of new firsts for her. One second, please. Okay. He should be back. But give me 1 minute to adjust the stream because things are not going well today. There
Can
we
you
go.
hear us?
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Okay. So Amy's having a wonderful time with Zero in a more secure room of the facility. MJ's having a quiet drive around the city. And Wim, just as you have hung up the phone in shock of everything that's been mentioned, what would you like to do? Wim? Wim?
By you who? Is it me?
Yes. What would you like to do?
I can hear you though.
Okay, try this again. Wim, what would you like to do?
All right. Given that Zero gave me the like, this is it, boys, kind of statement,
Yes.
very overwhelmed, especially after whatever she's read last night, her time with Amy. She checks if Haley responded to her message, and if Haley did not respond, she'll call.
There is a response. It just reads, I'm fine. Been doing okay. And I do miss you.
More or less, Wim will respond,
Okay.
ask her if Wim can drop by at her house.
He will respond, yeah, sure. That'd be nice. You've been given a signal. Yeah, she says that you can. Did you hear me?
I bolted there. Well, I mean after lunch.
Okay.
After lunch, I'll head straight to her.
Head straight to her place.
Yep.
Okay. You still cannot drive, and you're still under medication, so you are gonna need a taxi. But that's fine. You arrive in her place
Yeah.
right after lunch, and in her house there is a prepared kind of dessert, some ice cream and some cake for you to eat. She just looks at you, still a little wary, but with her kindest smile. Hey. Nod. And welcomes you in.
Hey. Oh, what's with the cake?
Dessert. I'm guessing you just ate, so you know we just kind of bought it. You want to have some cake?
Yeah. I don't mind.
Just
I go
slice
get
it.
some cake.
She makes some slices for you. Hands it to you. She's still a little awkward because technically the last time one of the last times she saw you was not very well received. But she just smiles.
It wasn't.
How have you been? You healing up?
Yeah. Mom and I are alright.
That's great.
I'm alright. Well, getting there.
Great to hear. Kind of continues eating cake in a rather awkward exchange.
I fidget on my jacket as... Yeah. I fidget on my jacket and like... So I kind of fucked up in the hospital, you know. You kind of were in the right mindset. I wasn't.
It's
Think you already know that.
fine. I get it.
They still hurt you though.
I mean, it's not like either of us were expecting this whole thing to go roses and...
Have you forgiven me since then?
Yeah, of course I have. Yeah. Just... I guess I don't know how to move forward. I've never really been in a relationship and I don't really know how things work. So... yeah.
They usually do a kiss and makeup thing, but
I mean, we can if you want to, I
It's
guess.
too much. I'm okay with just making up right now.
Okay. You want to play some video games?
Unless you want to kiss. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, let's go play video games.
She just kind of leans in to kiss you on the cheek as you guys move your way to a place to play some video games on her computer.
Okay.
You play for a bit. You enjoy some fun, some bonding time. Sort of shaky, but it's getting back to old times. At least less awkward and a little more comfortable. Over to a car in town. MJ, you've been driving around for a bit. Any particular place, destination, or persons you want to visit?
I am going to pull over to the side, grab my phone, then I'm gonna message Luke and just ask, "Are you home?"
The message, he just replies, "Yeah, just got home from a meeting. Just gonna take a break, eat some food. What's up?"
I'll be there in a few.
I've only got tortillas, but sure. Just has a smile at the end of
Then I'm just gonna reply, I would settle for boiled eggs or whatever you have in your fridge, it's fine.
You take a drive. Takes you a bit in traffic, but eventually you arrive at Luke's house. He opens the door for you and says, "Hey. That's a sudden visit. What's up?"
Hey, I thought... I just thought I might mix it up a bit. It's been a while since I last visited your place.
Yeah, sorry about the mess. Been kind of busy. Was gonna clean up today, but I had a meeting, so I was gonna clean up now, but now you're here.
Your mess can all be compiled in my room, so pretty sure what you call a mess is like a single unwashed plate anyway. It's fine.
Yeah. You wanna watch a movie? Nothing's really interesting to me at the moment, so I'm not really sure unless you got a suggestion.
A movie sounds great.
Alright, let me fire up the TV. Hey, good news. Jake's finally standing on his own feet again. Got his bearings back. And his confidence. Still no luck with the ladies, but you know.
Even in the future doesn't have one. I'm just gonna mumble that under my breath.
You say something?
No. That's good to hear. Did he already went back to his place?
Yeah, he's moved in, it's all renovated, everything's fixed. Looks like he's back to his old self. Although with some extra security, you know. And he's looking to get a gun license, so there's that.
Well, I've always been bugging him to get one. That's good. Yeah. He's gonna sit on the couch. I'm actually gonna I'm assuming, does he have a TV in his room?
Yes. He does have one smaller TV in his room, but it's the couch TV that has the Netflix subscription. The TV in his room is sort of basic. Same thing he used when he was a child. So,
Perfectly fine, I'm gonna go there.
okay. You go to his room. Just kind of stay in his bed just because there's no couch here. It's just, any reason you want to be in my room?
Hear me?
I mean, TV downstairs, the one with Netflix, so you know.
We can watch there. I'm going to give him the look. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm gonna give him the look. Then I'm just gonna say, we're gonna watch there. Then I'm gonna walk towards this room without turning back.
Oh. Okay.
It hurts.
You're gonna give him
The forehead too hard.
You're gonna give him the look.
It hurts. It's red.
Okay. Allow me to roll if he understands what the hell the hell that look means. Well, I would like you to roll your appearance.
Oh my god. This is like my confession all over again. This is so messed up. Come on, MJ, you have so much. I fucking failed.
You failed an appearance roll, okay.
I got a 98.
He looks at you. And then just kind of said,
To be fair, I'm wearing jogging pants, like an old ratty shirt and my leather jacket, so it's perfectly reasonable.
did I do something wrong? You kind of look mad.
Oh my god. Yep, you may have the looks, MJ, but you definitely don't have the sex appeal. I was gonna shake my head while mumbling that under my breath again.
Sorry, you say something?
Nothing. Let's just watch old movies in your room. Let's just drop on the bed face down.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get the TV to work. I haven't used it in years. He's messing with the TV.
Well, this is for this distraction that I needed.
He's just messing with it. Like, eventually, he just kind of, and then you see it, and it opens. Huh, I can't believe that worked. No wonder people hit their TVs
Oh shit,
all the
you
time.
actually made it work. Russian way of fixing things, I guess.
He just lies down the bed.
This, oh fucking hell.
Well, there's cable here, so I guess we can watch HBO, maybe, whatever's on.
Yeah, the HBO sounds great.
Remember, this boy's under the default assumption that you are not interested in doing that just yet. He's been conditioned, so he just kind of.
I know, but the thing is, like, the thing is that MJ doesn't know how to communicate it because she also doesn't know how to deal with that kind of shit.
He flips the channel, HBO. Hey, I've been meaning to tell you something, by the way. This scene say it's kind of important. I just want you to know. Look, you've been into some weird stuff. You know, I've covered for you, and I don't mind. And I trust you, don't worry, don't get me wrong. I just want you to be safe, is all. You know, I don't want to ask any questions, I don't want to pry, I don't want to intrude on your personal life and all that. I know you have a life to live, and I don't want to be overstepping my bound, but sometimes I do worry. I mean, you come back with random scars, and just kind of holds your cheek, and just kind of, you look like you haven't slept well in a while. You know, I just get worried, And just let me know if you need help. You know? I'm always gonna be here. So, I'm just worried. That's it. I just don't want you to... I just don't know what you're doing, and it's kind of scary. You're doing a lot of things. I don't know what they are, but it gives you scars. It keeps you up at night, and I don't know if it's money or if it's for your business or something. I don't know why you can't tell me, and I don't want to pry. I just want you to stay safe. That's all. Promise me you'll do everything and that you'll be safe. And that's all I need in exchange for not intruding on your personal life. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll be safe.
Thanks.
I'll be fine.
And I know you're gonna kick my ass for this, but I got you something. He just
This is...
reaches over to the counter on the tabletop next to him.
Yeah. You better get ready for that ass kicking.
He hands you something. It's fairly simple. The locket. Not overly expensive. But inside the locket is it's a free page kind of locket. It's a picture the picture of your father. You in the middle as a child. And do you remember that digitally aged picture of your mother that he had? It's that, the portrait kind of put there. Basically like a complete family. And then at the front of the locket it just says family. This is what's written there. Don't worry, I didn't spend too much on it. But I don't know. Like I said, you're getting into some weird stuff and it's concerning, and I want you to have that to remember what you're doing it for or what you need to stop doing it for, whatever it is. It's just a token.
Thanks. Thank you.
Of course.
I don't exactly know how to communicate a lot of things. I told you I was not... So I'm most adept in using my words. Half the time I sound either rude... whatever. Actually, mostly just rude, everyone.
I think it's charming.
God, how do people do this? You just have weird taste.
I'm not denying that.
Fuck. Of course. Shit. How do people do this? Fuck. God, how do people actually... That, when I said I wasn't ready for this, fuck. God damn it, look.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm confessing all over again. Is this supposed to be this difficult? I should have worn something better for the... God! Everything is falling apart. You know what? Let's just watch a movie. I was gonna like turn towards the TV.
Yeah.
I should prepare for this.
Unfortunately, the only thing on HBO is Wayne's World. Well, you rejected Netflix, so
God
I guess
damn
we're
it.
gonna have to watch Wayne's World.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna kiss him after that. Just a smart. It's just going to be like a small thing, but not that aggressive. Just like yes or no.
There's a hesitation in his face. Because you can tell on his face he wants to, but there's also something holding him back. It just looks at you and says, any reason for this sudden change?
Lots of things that we can talk about that after.
Don't get me wrong. I've been waiting for this for a while. But it's not you. Not the way I know you. You know I'm content, right?
I know. My first wasn't exactly that pleasant, and I thought it was always going to be like that, but I think, if anything, I don't want to remember that whenever I think of something involving anything intimate. I don't want to remember that anymore, and I think I would rather remember you.
Something in the back of my mind just keeps telling me that something's driving you to this. And I don't want to be the guy that makes you regret jumping in the gun.
Look, I've liked you since we were in high school. I'm not gonna regret anything. Especially not this.
He nods, but there's a clear... not conflict, because he knows he wants it. But there's a look on his face like he's worried. Like, he's very much worried. It's sort of the kind of thing you would expect from a decent guy when the drunk girl's asking for something. Like, he's... you know, he's kind of... you can tell in his mind he's thinking like, is there something wrong that's making you do this? Because he wasn't expecting it and it doesn't seem like you.
Yep.
He just kind of stopped for a bit and just... can I tell you something first?
Yeah. Anything.
Last girl I was with, first and last, was it any better than your experience? I'm guessing. He lifts his shirt up a bit, and you can see that there's a scar just on his abdomen area. Looks like a knife wound. You can say that she was abusive. That would be a understatement. I was in a pretty bad point in my life. My mom was sick. I was losing everything that I had when I was a child, and I guess I was being an idiot. She was abusive. Just leave it at that. And I have dreamt of this. He looks at you. For the longest time. What if your experience is anything like mine, remotely like mine, it's not that easy to get back on the bike, let's say. You may not regret it, but I need you to look me in the eye and tell me to my face, this is because you're choosing to do it, and not because you feel like you have to. This is because you're rushing it, and I need to hear that from you. I will not be the guy that takes advantage.
Yeah. I'm actually going to look at him like straight in the eye and just say, I'm not under any obligation to do this. And if I wanted to, I know we can get old without doing anything and it would be the same. Nothing would change, but I think the two of us deserve better than what we had before. And if this is going to be any better, then I think the two of us deserve it. And I want it to be with you.
The questioning look on his face begins to fade. It's still there. There's still a hint of worry. But it's sort of the look that I'm choosing to trust you and my gut here. Just takes you at your word and you have at it. And I will not get into details, obviously, but it is, how do I put this in a way that's not vulgar? You know the kind of person that would come out of an abusive relationship that usually becomes more soft and caring?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. And on one hand, it is obviously enjoyable compared to your ex. But on the other hand, the intimate connection between you and Lou is also a window for you to realize what he must have gone through. Because that one scar he showed you when he outlifted his shirt is not the only thing he has when you see his body. And the way he just treats you, there's this sort of intimate connection between the two of you, and you start to open some doors to him that he's clearly making vulnerable through this and not words, because it looks like he can't really say it. No, even if he wants to, he doesn't know how to say it. But you get the feeling afterward. When all is said and done, you stay in his bed and he just holds you close to him. Yeah?
I would just like to point out as well that he would also find things that MJ never really shared in the group. She actually does have like a cigarette thingy.
Burn.
For some parts of her body, yeah. She never told it to her father, she never told it to the group, but she basically just did in full confidentiality. She doesn't even bother to hide it with Luke, kind.
Okay.
But yeah.
So a lot is said without any word, and at the end of it, both kind of happy with the gentleness. You are together in his bed as he just kind of looks at you, kisses you on the head, and just says, we can make sure this never happens to each other again.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you too. Oh god. I'm actually like gonna slide down the blanket, like, you know, like in a way that she's just hiding her embarrassment because she's still on. It's not that she's not happy with what happened, she's too happy that she has actually embarrassed kind of thing on her face.
He just kind of holds you tighter and, oh, after everything's said and done, could you just stay with me for a bit longer? Just by my side.
I'll always be here.
You can see that almost comically, the TV turns itself on, and Lucas, and he throws the remote at it.
Jesus! Let's do that!
I told you it hasn't worked in 10 years. I don't know what's happening with it.
Have you seen the movie Poltergeist? You know, just make sure you don't get dragged into that ancient thing. Just I don't want to find my boyfriend inside a TV. Okay.
He just holds on to you and asks you to stay for a bit. Kind of just sleeping on his bed.
She's staying.
Yeah. Amy, some much needed tension has finally been released. In the initiative facility, no less, where a number of times people have been knocking on the door, checking on Zero in his room, and he just kind of says, "I'm fine, just need some sleep." At the end of it, you and Zero are on the bed, sharing it. You can see every last one of his battle scars. Every gunshot, every knife shot, every shrapnel taken out. Littered all over his torso, his body, his arm. And there's a tattoo that you've never seen before. It's on his back. Sorry, not back. It's on his... What's the... Like here? Like just below the clavicle? Right there. It's a different language. German, you think? It's a tattoo. It's a word.
Yeah, I'm going to place my fingers on that tattoo and ask, what is... It's the first time I...
Yeah. It's German. It means hope. It's when I joined the Delta Force, my commanding officer had a similar tattoo. He said he wanted specifically in German to remember that while the US fought the Nazis in World War II, that didn't mean that every German was a terrible person. He wanted us to put things in perspective. The enemy is the enemy. But don't blame their sins on the rest of their people. The way he said it was, even Germans have a word for hope. It was sort of a symbolism. He was trying to teach us that. The enemy is who the enemy is in front of you. You don't blame the others. You blame the Nazis, you don't blame the Germans. Over time, it became less about identifying the enemy and more about hope. The hope that we'd get back home. The hope that we'd get back to our families. The hope that there's more to life than the sound of gunfire and violence. The hope that someday all of it ends and we can proceed to have a life. Just hope.
See.
The hope that we can have a better future after this. Just looks and smiles at you. If you want a suggestion, I would say don't tell your cousin. He doesn't look like he's going to let you live it down.
I was planning on doing that.
Your choice, but it is your funeral.
Oh.
He will never let you live this down. I know you know that.
No.
But I don't regret anything. He gives you in the forehead. Except maybe that there's a few cameras in my room. Initiative monitoring.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm going to look at it.
That look on your face is priceless. But I am kidding. Relax.
You know, it's my first.
I know. It was a joke. But you look better when you smile. Let's get through this. And then we can talk about the future and where it leads. For now, each one of us has a task at hand. And part of that task is to survive. So thank you for giving me something to fight for again. Something to believe in again.
Thank you for saving a Lakewood.
He just kisses you on your forehead. There is a knock on the door. I said I'm fine. And then you hear Jess's voice just saying, yeah, probably more than fine, I'm guessing. Tell Amy she's not too quiet. What do you want, Jess? I was gonna check on you, but you seem to be doing alright, so I'm just gonna tell everyone to leave you alone. There's a bottle of scotch outside the door if you want. Get lost, Jess. Going. Can hear her heels walking away. You know, if you hadn't made that move so early, I would have invited you back to my place, but I guess... I guess my life is a series of terrible timing. And about sums it up.
Honestly, I was about to make a move when we were in the car before, but...
The car? Really? A bit primal, don't you think? Anyway. Come on, let's just head back to my place. I don't think I want to stay here for much longer.
Yeah. You're right.
Get dressed. Fair, and as he opens the door, there is in fact a bottle of scotch. There, just takes it. Fuck you, Jess. Puts it in his bag, but I'm taking it anyway. He just takes it. You guys leave back to his home. So Wim stays with her, reconciles with her girlfriend, getting along, playing some games and having some fun. And the two adults of the team are having a completely different kind of fun. And all is more or less well in Lakewood for the night. Wonder what horrible things will come up next week. Good evening. everyone, and thank you for joining us, and see you again next week, where they've had their fun. Now it's time for me to have mine. Bye.